Oh, hi there, and welcome back to Minecraft. We're here on the island, and it's been a couple of weeks since I've been here myself, and the guys on the server have been doing a fantastic job. So I thought I'd start this video off by going through some of the stuff that's been going on over the last couple of weeks while I've not been around, and then look at some of the stuff that we've got planned moving forwards. So hopefully you enjoy this. Let's begin. Okay, so last time we were here, we were looking at this build that Emmerich had been working on, Durham, I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. And if you recall from that video, we were just adding a few command blocks to make things spawn. Since I've been doing that, he has been in and added a lot more detail. So I'll just have a quick look around this, but I won't show you everything because obviously you're going to want to explore it yourself. But every corner of the build has got little rooms, and there's all sorts of funky stuff going on, just to keep people on their toes. Now, what I really like about it is the fact that we've got like, come back, like this. You've just got the rail carts, mine carts, whatever, going back and forth. The sounds going on. It's perfect. It just there's so much going on. And obviously, when this is teaming with life with all the bad guys, you really want to be very careful because there's so much stuff going on. But this is looking awesome, and he's gone to such an extent. Just it's obviously it's very much a dwarven build. It's ancient. It's long since been lived in by the dwarves, and it's home now to the pillagers. But the pillagers have definitely made their home here. But yeah, there's all sorts of funky stuff all over the place. We've got a sewer connection point, which was actually blocked up at the moment because that's not something we'll be doing in phase 2. That's a phase 3 job. It's a little sneak peek for that one. But yeah, there's so much. It's definitely worth looking at. I'm absolutely loving this. It's amazing. There's just so many cool things all over the place. But anyway, let's move on. So let's follow the island around this way. Up there you can see we now have an ender dragon sitting up on top of the tower. He's, well, he's pretty cool. We've also gone ahead and finished off the rest of this jungle, so that's been brought out, which that was on extension. That is also an extension around here. Lord Master Trot and myself did a lot of that. He did most of it. I just helped a bit. So that's those bits. We've got loads and loads and loads of new buildings, shops, and all sorts of stuff going on all over the place. Where to begin? Let's go this way. So if we come over here, there's I mean, there's literally loads. I don't think you've seen this. Well, that tree's finished. That probably wasn't done before. There's a parkour in there, so it's definitely worth looking at that. You'd have to get access from down below here, but it's definitely worth it, and you can get a nice prize from completing it. We've got an observatory over here. So a lot of these buildings were built by Druss, although I think some of the others have been contributing towards the buildings, but Druss has been working on some of these. I'm not going to go inside all the buildings because, say, you'll all be able to play this very soon, so you can go inside them yourself properly. But we've got, so see, this sort of stuff here. We've got a nice bit of garden out here, some little fishing shacks down here, and these have all got little shops in, so you can buy all sorts of stuff. There's so many more shops we need to work on, but we're getting there. Over here, we've got a tournament ground, which was built, I think, primarily by Emmerich and Hey Arnold, but I think Dross also helped a bit. So this, I'm loving this. This looks amazing. So we were thinking maybe try and get some sort of mini game in here at the moment. At the moment, it is just like just visual, but we're going to get something in. So we're going to, obviously, this is like a jousting arena, so we'll have to try and work out a way to do that. We've got some little tents over here, which will work as shops as soon as they're set up, which I'll be working on at some point soon. And we've got then the sort of the standing area here, so you people can sort of watch in anticipation the events that's going to unfold. So that's this area. Forgive me if I'm going too quick, but there's so much I want to show you. Moving around here, we've got, this is awesome. This ship which, Dross has built. We've got, it's basically a ship that's capsized onto the ground, and it's a really good idea. Basically, we've used it, so we've got the sails coming down, so it's basically turned into like a little black market. We are going to be putting, again, some shops in here. There's so much to do. Going to be putting some shops in here, but it's going to be like a black market, and people can come and buy all sorts of shady stuff that they shouldn't. Ooh, Bruiser Bill's Tavern upstairs. Let's have a look. That's pretty cool. And I hear a parrot, I think. I don't know where. But yeah, so that's this, and again, lots and lots of stuff around there. Yeah, buildings, lots and lots of buildings. Oh, yeah, Dross has also reworked the entrance to the mine shaft, the Fusa mines, which I think looks really good. It fits in. Yeah, I mean, obviously this was grass before, well, all the island was, but that sort of fits in really well with the town that's obviously coming in around it. And as I say, a lot of these buildings, every one of these buildings is filled in the inside as well as the outside. It's all unique. Lots of them have got things, well, they've all got stuff to explore. You've got shops, you've got secrets, you've got hidden books, all sorts of things. And the ones we haven't done, we are working on doing in time. So we have the Caramon Magia weaponsmith. So this guy makes and sells weapons. So you can get irons, swords, axes, and shields for gold ingots, each one at a time. That's good. So that's all working. What else have we got? It's getting night time. So we've got right, another thing. So Emmerich has been working on this little dock area. Obviously, it's incomplete at the moment, but it is work in progress, and it is coming together very nicely. We've got the lighthouse here, which I think you've seen already, but obviously each building is coming along as it goes. We do need to still work on the stuff underground or under the water, but that's on the way. It's coming. It is coming. We've got a library being built over here, which is going to house all sorts of books that you can buy and obviously equip items with, and whatever else for weapons and tools and all that sort of stuff. So lots and lots of cool things here, and let's say it's just spreading out, and we are so close to completing phase 2. I know that it looks like there's a lot to do, but in comparison to what's already been done, it is coming together really quickly. Right, so let's just talk about the future of the map. And I know I've said on a few occasions that once we complete Phase 2, which I'll explain to you in a moment what that actually means for those that don't know, but once we complete Phase 2, that we'll have a new version of the map available to download alongside the original early version. And, well, we're not really sure about that. I've been having a chat with the rest of the build team, and we kind of feel like a world download just isn't good enough. This project's pretty cool. We think it's cool. We hope you think it's cool. So we're thinking, instead of maybe doing a world download, perhaps we'll actually open the server up for you guys to play alongside with us. So that would mean obviously you can play yourself with your friends, and of course we'll be there ourselves. So yeah, that's maybe what we're thinking of doing. It's not going to be for a little while, because we do have to complete Phase 2 first of all. And it is going to be, certainly initially, only available for people within the Discord server that's in the link of the description below. So obviously if you're not part of that, feel free to join it. You've got a chance to join us in the island and play along and have fun with all the mini games, etc. But let's just talk about what Phase 2 actually means. First of all, we'll need to complete the actual surface area. So all these buildings here, they'll need to be completed. And these ones, and ones over here. One by one, we're getting them done. To be honest, it's coming very, very quickly. It shouldn't take too long to do that between us. We've also got lots and lots of shops that we need to add in, and I think there's maybe about 30 shops, give or take. Those are, I mean, that's probably a couple of hours worth of work within itself. So once all the buildings are in place, the shops will then go inside the buildings, and we'll start seeing things go. We'll have to obviously work on the landscaping a little bit as well, so that everything on the surface is looking good. Moving forward after Phase 2, we're going to be looking at obviously doing stuff underground, and we have got, I mean, there's already a lot of stuff underground, but there's going to be a whole lot more that needs to be done. There is also another mini game which we are working on, or the guys in particular have been working on. I've done a tiny bit, but they've done loads. So let's go over there and just have a quick look at it. Oh, and if it wasn't already abundantly clear, once Phase 2 is complete, we're going to start work on Phase 3. And the build team and I have got lots and lots planned for that. Some really, really cool things. And obviously, if you are one of the people on the server, you're going to get a sneak peek into all of that. You're going to be able to see things built way before everyone else does. Maybe help us test some of the new mini games and have a sort of bit of control steering the island in the direction that it's going to be going moving forward. And of course, you may even end up in some of the future videos yourself. So I promise you a new minigame, and there it is. The guys have been calling it the Rum Run, and it's looking really cool. It is incomplete at the moment, so just bear with us while we go through it. I'm just going to show you just a little glimpse of what's to come, but this is going to be really, really cool once it's done. Basically, the Rum Run is, that's quite fun to say, the Rum Run. The Rum Run is, it's a speed game. You need to get from one place, which is basically where we came in, to another within a certain period of time. Now, we haven't quite decided yet whether it's going to be a race against other players, or whether it's going to be be a race against the server, against the clock. But either way, it's going to be cool, and we'll work on making it very fun doing that. So to say, the guys have been working pretty much for a couple of weeks now. I say that, I mean, on and off, lots of other things as well. Beyond a few details and lots and lots of different pathways in here. It is absolutely massive. Like, seriously, it's huge. There's all sorts of cool stuff. Now, just to give you an idea of what sort of stuff is going to be coming on, but this is just one of the little galleries. You can't. This is just for visual. There's nothing here. There's nothing. You don't come in over here. You actually can't get here. But this is just to give you something to look at as you're running through and trying to beat the clock or beat the players to the final destination, which, as I say, is a long way away. If I just jump into spectator mode just for a moment, just to fly through, you can see we started. We started somewhere. I'm lost. We started in here. So we just come around here. We have got all these. If you can see all the red, red wool around. This is the path. Now, the bits where it's red, that's because it's not actually complete. There's actually a lot of detail all over the place, but haven't got as far as doing those ones yet. But it is absolutely massive. It's going to stretch from the top of from the bottom of the map to the top of the land at least. It's going to go through the caverns. It's going to go through the caves. It's going to go everywhere. It stretches miles that way, and miles that way. And it is, let's say, it's going to be awesome. Now, where am I? Oh, just back here. That's good. So yeah, like I say, they've been going through, adding lots of cool stuff, some pathways, a few little bits to get you stuck. It's nowhere near complete yet. Even the parts that are complete are a small part of the actual game itself. But yeah, like I say, you're going to be running and you're going to be against the players, the clock, etc. And you've got to try and get to the finish line, which is a long way away. So you can see here we've obviously got the plans for a run bar to go in. We've got lots of other cool stuff, and I have had a little play with it myself very early. Storage there you go. Very early stages, but I've had a quick play just to sort of see what's going along and get an idea. And there's some, like I say, some really cool ideas in here. You've got to jump the lava. You've got, it literally goes forever. It really does. Up here, what's the route? Up here, and then no, I'm lost. Okay. Just bear with. Oh, and then down here. Okay, right. Up here, down here. A couple of different pathways. We've got lots of loads of stuff. I am going quite quick, so just stay with me. So we've got, obviously, this little water cavern, so you'll need to be able to swim. There's another route up there. I think we may go straight up. Maybe, I don't know. It's huge, and let's say they've been working at both ends. So we're at the middle now. It's very empty because this hasn't been done. But obviously both ends have started, and we've got loads to do. I'm going to be helping out with it a lot, and obviously the other guys are going to be doing a whole bunch as well. So that's an old shipwreck bar. Now I haven't seen half of this stuff myself, so this is all new to me. But basically, you're going to be blocked off from certain places, so you can't go, but you can see, and you might be able to see through the other side. I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting excited. This is amazing, and this is going to be a really cool game. And it's, like I say, I haven't worked out what the prize is going to be. Right, we've got some ice there to go with them, obviously, because we all love ice. I don't know the route. Anyway, yeah, it's huge. Okay, so we're coming towards the end of this now. So I've just been running. It's probably taken me about 3 to 5 minutes from where I was to get here. But around here we've got a couple of different routes. So it's something that I was helping work with previously. So you've got 2 routes. You can't, once you commit, you're sort of committed unless you want to go all the way back. Bear in mind you're going to be running against other players potentially. So if you come around this way, for example, you're going to hit this pressure plate, and what that does is basically blocks off the other route. You can see that. It only lasts for literally a second, so if it only really relevant if your opponent's close to you or opponents are close to you. The same thing happens around this way, so that does it, and that blocks off that wall there, as you can see. I'll probably do it again just for you. too slow. Quick. Anyway, that brings these ones out. So basically what it does is, whichever way you go, you've got a chance of blocking someone else. So if it's getting close, you can stop other people. Now, that's one of many like that we're going to be having. We're going to make it so that you have to interact a little bit with the world itself, and with other players, so you can, where you go and what you do can interact. It can affect how other people can get through it. And obviously there will be a prize at the end. This is obviously the end here. I'm not quite sure what the prize is going to be, and we'll obviously have to block it so that people can't go in that way. So that's easy enough. We will just add a few barrier blocks like just done here. But we'll block that all off once it's done, and then then we'll be able to actually give a prize and make it pretty cool. Now, I'm liking this already. This is going to be awesome, and it is literally huge. If I just jump down here again, just to try and help you appreciate it, you can see, I mean, it's absolutely massive. It goes through caverns, it goes through water, and there's going to be so much stuff. It's going to take a while to work on this one. This is going to be a big project, but it's going to be the last big project. That, and then I say the buildings over here, and then the shops. Those are the last bits we need to do, and then once they're done, phase 2 is complete. Welcome everyone, phase 3 begins. But I think, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. So if you enjoyed this video, I know it's a bit different to normal, I haven't really done a lot, it's more of a overview, but if you enjoyed it and you're liking the look of the island and want to get involved in it moving forward, give the video a big like and a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, and obviously tell your friends about it too, because if you like it, there's a good chance they will too. But as always, I've been Ski Gamer, you've been awesome, and thanks for watching. Goodbye.